Good evening, everybody, and welcome to my channel. Tonight we have a very nice game between SPASSKY and Fisher, or Fisher and SPASSKY, because Fisher was playing white. 1992, Steve Steven and Billy God. The unofficial World Championship match between those two guys, or the way they call it, the match of the World Championship match. After 20 years from the first one, which had been held in 1972. Fisher came to this round, which is round number 27. After he lost the previous one. It's usually Fisher when he come to play after losing, he become like a lion, a wounded lion, like he wants to take revenge and he play aggressive. And in this game he played a very nice game against SPASSKY, and SPASSKY defended actually very well. So let's see if Fisher could do something to SPASSKY in this game or not, because this is really a tough game to watch. And there's a lot of lesson to learn. So if we shall start with e4, e5 from SPASSKY, not Sicilian anymore. Knight f3, knight c6, bishop b5 for Spanish opening, a6. Take and take, the exchange variation. Castle, and now f6. d4 from Fisher, take and take, c5, knight e2, exchanging queens, and we have a very nice endgame in front of us. White occupying the d file, and black has double pawns on the c file. However, black has the mirror bishops. So bishop d7 by SPASSKY, knight bc3, knight e7, bishop f4, castle queenside, and SPASSKY holding himself together, no problem. And he wants to use his bishops to take advantage of the end game. Rook d2, knight g6, bishop g3, and SPASSKY played knight e5, blocking the bishop diagonal. Take and take, and now SPASSKY left with double pawns, and this pawn also weak on e5. And Fisher played rook ad1, and he has all his four pieces over here. They're all developed. However, SPASSKY has a problem with his bishop and rook. They're still in their initial positions. But in this particular position, SPASSKY played a very nice move. Shows his skills in the endgame, because he's very skillful. I really have a big respect to SPASSKY and his endgame skills. He's amazing, and of course I have a lot of respect to him as a sportsman. He's really nice guy. c4, and with c4 from SPASSKY, he's opening the bishop diagonal, and the c4 pawn occupying, controlling the d3 square and stopping b3 as well. So Fisher decided to play king f1, and after bishop c5, you can see why Fisher is doing this. He's moving the king from the pen in advance, and we call this proactive thinking. You don't wait for the problem to come, you just prevent it at first place. Knight g1, bishop g4, and this is the critical position of the game. The bishop is attacking the rook, and the rook attacking the other rook, and the knight could cover, the pawn could cover, the knight could cover, or the pen, and we don't know which one is which. And so Fisher decided to play rook d8 check, exchanging rooks, and he doesn't want to think too much about it. And after that, he played knight ce2, and now we got two knights against two bishops. This is not easy in game to play. SPASSKY played king e7, king e1, b5. And look at SPASSKY position with bare bishops, and he has a nice space advantage in the queen side. Fisher played c3, stopping b4. And now if you play b4 with black, white will take with check, and then knight c3. And with this position, white is a very good position, simply because those two double pawns there's no pawns to protect them anymore. And white could easily play f3, and then maybe move his knight to d5. I'd move his king maybe to e2, and then maybe his knight to d5. He has a lot of ideas, while black can do the same thing. And so after b5 and c3, SPASSKY played king f6. He didn't do anything with the queen side at the moment. So Fisher said, you know what, h3, just move your bishop from here. Bishop h5, and now knight g3, attacking the bishop. Bishop f7, knight f3. A very nice pressure from white on e5 pawn, and also the other knight is ready to jump to f5. So SPASSKY played g6, stopping everything. And with that, the knight on g3 is useless here. It doesn't do much. So Fischer played knight f1. Now Spassky played g5, and this is a very nice technique by the X1 champion. He's stopping now knight h4 from coming, and open the diagonal for his bishop, so the bishop can come here and attack the pawn on e4. Now king e2, bishop g6, knight 3 d2, h5, and with the h5, black is controlling a lot of squares here, this here and here and here. So the knights won't have like too much fun anymore. Knight e3, and the knight ready to jump to d5, c6, king f3, bishop f7, knight df1, a5, and black is ready for b4 now. So Fischer knew that now. If Fischer does anything, let's say like g3 for example, he will learn to b4, and b4 is very risky move for white, because after a b4, c b4, c3 is coming next with a passed pawn, and if you don't take, we will take on c3, and when you take back, we're just gonna move the bishop on a3 b2, and we grab the pawn on c3. So for that, Fischer played king e2. He saw that coming. Bishop e6 from Spassky. Spassky is ready for g4 at the right moment if he needs it. Knight g3, king g6 to protect the pawn, and now a3. And Fischer is trying his best of the best to break down Spassky, and Spassky is still in the game. He played bishop f7, and after 34 moves so far, no mistakes from both sides. Perfect play. Knight g f5, bishop e6, king f3, bishop d7, king g3, bishop e6. And Spassky is telling Fischer, what do you want to do? Like, okay, I gotta move my bishop back and forth like this all the way. Like, back and forth, you know what I mean? So Fischer decided to play h4 to do something different. Bishop d7, take and take. And now knight h4. I'm waiting for knight f3 check, attacking the king and the pawn. Bishop g4, knight and take. Knight f5, a4, f3, take and take with the king. Bishop f8, knight e3, king h5, knight f5, bishop c5, check, king g6, knight e6, attacking the bishop on c5, bishop d6, after knight f5, bishop c5, the bottom players are getting to a draw, and even if white tries to move on with knight g7 check, he won't get to nowhere. With after king g6, knight e6, and after bishop d6, there's no way to do anything. The game will be just a draw, because the knight can't do much even coming here or over there, whatever, or even over there. There is nothing to do with the knight at all. It's a very nice game from Fischer. He tried his best of the best to break down Spassky, but Spassky played very well. 4-6 move with accurate play from both sides. Super nice game by both sides. If you guys like the video, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. We're gonna see you guys later. Bye bye.